today about the reauthorization of the FDA user fee agreements. It's my hope that the agreements that we pass this year will push the FDA to be more efficient, reliable, and transparent in its review process. American biotech is leading the world in innovation, and the government agencies should rise to that moment. I have a few process questions for our FDE panel regarding appeals and the course of events that take place, following the issuance of a CRL. Man, please be brief in your answers, all the same reasons. Dr. Marks, it's my understanding that the formal dispute resolution pathway provides a structured process for sponsors to resolve a scientific or medical dispute. That should be simple. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. Per the agreements, the FDA then responds to that request within 30 days. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. How often does the FDA meet that 30-day turnaround?
I can get back to you on that for the FDA overall. For our center, at least in the past years, we've met that date pretty reliably.
Sorry, thank you. Please get back in writing. It is my understanding that there are certain circumstances where if a period is extended, how long does it take when a sponsor appeals a decision at multiple management levels? So, 2 and 3, etc.
That can all depend because it depends on how many people are in the chain.
Oh, all right, I will tell you that in your agency's information, it says takes an average of 211 days if there's 2 levels, and if there's 3 levels, it's 256 days. So that begins to become pretty painful. Next, I want to shift to a few questions regarding the complete response letter and the FDA review documents that are attached to that. It's my understanding that a CRL basically includes a very brief summary of the deficiencies holding an application back from approval, often leaving the applicant in the dark concerning the reasons the application was deemed deficient. It's also my understanding that there are generally hundreds of pages of FDA review documents with each CRL, no doubt many hours of work as well. And that information that underlies those CRL letters is not provided to the applicant sponsor. Do you think that if a sponsor would be better able to resolve their deficiencies more completely, more efficiently, if they were granted access to the full FDA review in addition to the simple CRL?
No, I don't. I actually think that could be chilling on the effect of our reviewers. Most sponsors actually know quite well what the deficiencies are in their applications before they receive a complete response letter because they've been part of a process which is guided by the user fee commitments in which they have multiple meetings leading up to this. And most often they've been told either at their mid-cycle meeting or their late-cycle meeting of the deficiencies that ultimately lead to their complete response letter. We could perhaps enhance what we place in.
Let me reclaim my time, if I may. They come to our offices and they tell us just the opposite. They tell us they don't know why they were denied, and they have to go back and dig around, rummage around, and find out what the problem is. Is it lack of information, or is it information that their drug doesn't work, or what? So we're hearing the exact opposite answer from the people who are applying for these CRLs and paying your user fees. So I honestly, it seems to me the transparency surrounding the FDA review documents makes for a fairer, more efficient process. It simply serves. It is especially helpful to the small and mid-sized biotech companies, who have the most to lose from a drawn-out process. They can't survive for a year with no information from the FDA. Importantly, the American patients lose out when these innovative companies have to make decisions based on limited resources, and it chills investors and gives them concern in those companies. So I want to be sure that the agency is working to help the American patients and the innovative companies that are coming before you, both large and small. Okay, and thank you for that, Madam Chair. I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. Thank you for your patience, for being here from the very beginning of the hearing. The chair is now pleased to recognize the gentlewoman